Well, I would advocate for anybody to start out with a four family. That's the safest because if you're missing one tenant, you still got three other rents. And if you're missing two tenants, you got two other rents. And if you're missing three tenants, you still got one rent. You buy one family, you miss a tenant, you have nothing coming in. So twofold. One, it's great as far as living in one and renting out the other three. They pay all your expenses. You bring your paycheck home, you go, hey, honey, here's my pay. No bills, bingo, you save it. And the other thing is, if you pay it off for four family in 15 years, you got, let's say, 72,000 a year coming in. If you get two of them, that's 144,000 coming in. And that's your retirement, and you can live forever, like everything's great.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Pros podcast. I'm Kristen, and I'm here with David Renaud, who's an investor out of New Jersey. So thank you so much for being here, David.
Oh, everything's beautiful today. Thank you.
Thanks so much for being here. So let's go back to the beginning. How did you fall in love with real estate in the beginning?
I just, well, I'll tell you the truth. I lost $250,000 in the stock market, so I felt that wasn't the way to go.
Right.
And I just knew how to fix things, I guess from my family, and that's what I did. I just started to say, hey, let me make an investment. And instead of waiting like some people I talk to where they talk about it, to 5 years later, they're talk about it. 10 years later, they're still talking. I jumped into fire, thought I was good enough, smart enough, and I found out there was a lot to learn.
Yeah,
A lot to
absolutely.
learn along the way.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. You kind of got the bug right away. And yeah, it does allow for a lot of, financial freedom, time freedom, stuff like that. What would be your advice to people who are getting into the investing game? Where do you even start? How do you learn?
Well, you first got to start saving money. 100% examples would be, instead of going out to the bar with the guys and spending $100, you get a case of beer and spend $30. Instead of eating out, spending $70, you eat in and you spend $25. Instead of buying a $45,000 car, you buy a $30,000 car. And then you'd have nothing fancy, really, unless you absolutely had to have it. No jewelry, fancy house, fancy car, no vacation boat, any pay raises you get through your job, you save that pay raise because you lived without that money before. And then this is
Right.
how you acquire that first house, first down payment, by simply stepping back and, living below your means, below, as low as you can go. And that's how you move forward.
Yeah, no, that's really good advice. I mean, just simple saving, simple, just looking at what's going out and what's going in and figuring it out. And then as you look to buy, what are the kinds of properties that you're looking for? What is a good investment look like?
Well, I would advocate for anybody to start out with a four family. That's the safest, because if you're missing one tenant, you still got three other rents. And if you're missing two tenants, you got two other rents. And if you're missing three tenants, you still got one rent. You buy one family, You miss a tenant, you have nothing coming in. So twofold. One, it's great as far as living in one and renting out the other three. They pay all your expenses. You bring your paycheck home. You go, hey, honey, here's my pay. No bills. Bingo. You save it, you know? And the other thing is, if you pay it off for four family in 15 years, you got, let's say, 72,000 a year coming in. If you get two of them, that's 144,000 coming in. And that's your retirement, and you can live forever, you know, like everything's great.
Yeah, and you mostly focus on long-term rentals, correct?
Yes, I not only look on long-term rentals, I look to pass them down. So I do it once, I do it right. I put nothing cheap in. Everything's made to last, unless a tenant breaks it or gets destroyed somehow. You just replace it
Mhm.
and move forward from there.
Yeah, can you talk about the opportunity in long-term rentals and why that's such a great investment?
Because you have money coming in every month for the rest of your life. You know, I mean, once you fix a house up and you get it online and everything's working perfect, I mean, what are they going to call you for? A thermocouple, a sewer, you know, some damage, you know, that's it. It's just nothing. You know, I mean, it's a well-oiled machine. If you're an entrepreneur and you're out there working a store, you know, 15 hours a day, 6, 7 days a week, this is like being on vacation every day. Or you can do the multiple of things and be able to control it. And it's just 10 times easier, you know.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Right. And
So
do you
I
find it
advocate that
easier?
everybody should buy them.
Right. Compared to short-term rentals, what are some other benefits to the longer term rather than short term?
What else do I do besides long-term rentals? That's all I do.
No, I was saying, if you're comparing long-term rentals and short-term rentals, what does long-term rentals have that you might not get with like Airbnb model?
Oh, I don't believe in none of that stuff. I just know, you know, I don't know. I buy anything 1 hour around me, 360 degrees within
Yeah.
the hour, so I can get to everything. You know, you have to answer your phone, you have to respond to it, and you have to take care of the tenants. You take care of them. I mean, I got tenants for 20 years. I mean, you know, I don't care what it is. They're my boss. I don't look at it like, hey, I'm a big shot. I'm the landlord. I look at it as they're my boss, and I cater to their needs, give them customer service 100%, and they love me, and I love them, and they make us rich.
Yeah, that's amazing. And it's great to have people that stick with you or even refer you out. That's a great way to get business. And so when you started investing, what's your advice for people before maybe they take the jump to do this full time? What did that look like for you? Did you do it full time right away or did you have a job, that you kind of assimilated out of?
Yeah, here's how I do it. I work a full-time job. I save the money, any pay raises, whatever. My other half, of course, has money contributing to it too. So when you work full-time, I have free time during the day because I work nights. So I would go to school full-time during the day. After the full-time graduation, then you can get a job as a small mom and pop shop, whether you like plumbing, electric, carpentry, anything. I did them all, HVAC, because when I would call an HVAC guy, and they would cancel an appointment, be 2 hours late. I said, the heck with this, man. You know, I want my tenants to be taken care of. So I would just go to school full time, work buying homes and rehab them full time, and then go to work after that. I mean, you know, so when you work a 30-year job, you really put in 60 years. And then if you're able to amass a big enough income and buy somebody else's portfolio out that worked 30 years, now you put in 90 years, et cetera, et cetera. You know, you got the idea.
Totally. And what are your time management tips for people who are kind of managing all of this at
Management is
once?
me, 100%. I mean, I'm not big enough to really, besides management companies, I hear nothing but nightmares. Maybe there's some good ones out there, but I don't hire them. My tenant calls me, my phone's right here. I pick it up and I answer the call and I go out and look at it. I mean, I live, eat, and breathe this 24/7. A lot of
Yeah.
people aren't going to do this. That's why I don't want a partner. They would want to be on vacation or be with the family, or they're not committed. And it's like a marriage, you could get a divorce or it could work. I just like doing it alone. And that's what I do.
Yeah, absolutely. And how do you manage your time? How do you balance all of this at once?
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Yeah, I make up a list like this, it's mark 1 to 10 to do every day, and a million other thoughts that come in my brain. And as you
Mhm.
drive and walk and working or whatever, I'm always writing down, writing down, writing down. When you get back to the office, you organize everything, put it on a list, and you just have to be methodically organized 100,000% and love what you do. And if you love it, there's no like, damn, that whole rank, or I got to go over and see them. It's just, hey, I got something to do. Let's go, and that's it.
And
So
what
that's
would you
how I
say,
handle
like,
that. I love my people.
totally. And what do you love so much about this if you were to get granular with it?
Uh, I don't know. I just love repairing and fixing, and I'm not really the manager type. I have several disabilities, which we all have something going on, and this happened to be my strength and my avenue where I succeeded at, and I've tried other things and lost money at. So I live, eat, and breathe this. Every time I step away from this, it doesn't work, and I don't step away. I go for a new area, new investment, but between the marketing and how long it takes. And, I'm not all about that. Here, I buy, fix, rent, bingo, do it again. Buy, fix, rent, bingo, do it again. And that's it.
Amazing. Yeah, no, it really, you do need a passion for what you do, especially in this industry when it is pretty much a 24/7 job and you have to be on the clock, you have to answer your phone.
Yeah, it's fine. You work around your schedule, and if you're at a amusement park or something like that, you're not going to get home to that night. Say, okay, I'm busy right now, but I could probably stop by around 9 o'clock. Is that convenient for you? If it is, it's convenient for me. And they'll say yes, and then bingo, I stop by, take a look, write down model number, serial number, see what I got to get, or see what I got to bring back tomorrow, and I fix it ASAP. There's no games here. They are my
Yeah.
bread and butter.
Yeah, communication for sure. And then as far as the structure of how you work, do you work with partners? I know that you have like a perspective on how to structure your team. What does that look like for you?
Yeah, no partners. If you're making, let's say, if you get to a point of 200,000 a year or something like that, that's an example. You can hire 2 to 3 or 4 people in with that money rather than giving it to your partner. So I'd rather hire people that are 10 times smarter than me. Other people like to hire the people that are less than them. I just go for people who are 10 times smarter than me. If I was to hire a one I do hire and reach my dream, wherever that's going to be. But yeah, that's exactly what I do. That's it.
Yeah. So you hire a team around you instead of having a partner.
Well, I never have employees. Like if I'm in the neighborhood right here, I'll hire some people in the neighborhood. If I need laborers or somebody has a skill, I have all the knowledge. So I just, if I'm fixing or flipping a house, what I'm doing is, organize everything 100,000%. They're going to work 8 hours and they start at 8 o'clock. I'm at the Home Depot if I have to buy parts there, which I do every day. I don't go to build a supply houses, nothing like that. I'll go there at 6 o'clock in the morning, buy all the parts, deliver all the parts, set up all the parts for who's ever working that day in their area, set up all the tools. So when they walk in, they can start working. They don't have to worry about stopping, going to the store, wasting time, or anything like that. And when they go home, there's another hour where you write down and take notes of everything else that you weren't told during the day that you see that's wrong or you want to accomplish tomorrow. Bingo. You do the same thing. Be at the Home Depot 6 o'clock in the morning, but you're up at 5 or 4:30. Pulling certain tools from certain sheds, certain buildings, or whatever you have, however big or small you are, and just make everything work like symmetry and motion. No more, no less.
Love that. It seems like you have just such knowledge of the industry, and it's kind of like a well-oiled machine for you, and you know exactly what to do. Can you talk about maybe some times when you were starting out, something that went totally wrong and how you were able to course correct and learn from it?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure there's a few things. If you're talking about a tenant paying rent, let's say, and they would say, "Hey, man, come by tomorrow at 10 o'clock." I'm there at 10 o'clock and I'm knocking at the door and they're like, "Oh, man, I meant 10 p.m." So I'm there at
Mhm.
10 p.m. and they're not home. So then I back up the car and I stay there and I wait. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Oh, here they come pulling up. Put on my hind beams, jump out, and go, "Hey, man, hey, how you doing? I come to collect the rent." And you're shocked. You have to put the time in. And if you're going to wait to go for a week or a month, you're not going to nip it in the bud. Then they will come out and say, "I only have half." And you say, "Oh, no problem. It's okay. I'm just going to, I got to file for eviction to cover my butt to pay the bills. But, if you come up with some money, I'll mend it and there's no eviction. And then, once you do that a few times and you straighten them out, they either move or they straighten up. That's all. Simple as that.
Yeah, working with people is probably a really difficult part of it.
Nobody's difficult. I don't know. To me, I don't really care what they do. I fix everything. So, I handle everything, even if a good tenant wants something for $2,000, I don't care. I'll just spend the $2,000 because if they move out and you lose 3 months, you lost more than your $2,000. Or if you
Right.
evict them, you lost more than it's like $5,000 each turnover. So,
Absolutely.
I just treat them like God. They're my boss. And I never played a big side at all. Never. I treat them as royalty the best that I can. And they love it,
Totally.
and I love it, and they stay. So when you have people staying 10, 20 years with me, you're not losing no money in between, and everything's great. And then you up the rents here and there, and you make more money and more money. Next thing you know, the house goes up. It's $100,000, and you got, how many homes you have. Use 10 as an example. You made another million in equity. That's all. Or even if it's just the first house, as you're paying it down and you have your flat deposit of cash flow, uh, you know, you just make more and more money. In the beginning, you're painting the house and taking care of the lawn and making everything look good. You have no money. And as time goes along, when you make it a positive gift, so now you put in the kitchen, you put in the bathroom. And I like it when they live in the apartment. And I do that because I don't lose any money. And then I say, I won't raise your rent next year. So if they're happy, I'm happy. They want to show their family and friends. And you expedite the procedure. You don't drag it out. You get in and get out as fast as you can, like in, all my fix and flips, I put a 60-day target on my head. I mean, once I buy it and there's no tenant in there, it's 60 days in and out. Brand new floors, not this, I don't know, just yeah, nothing cheap. Three-quarter inch hardwood floors. Now you never have to buy rugs. You get a scratch, you use some stain the same color as that. You put a new kitchen, new bathroom, and that's it. You don't always make your 60-day target, or that's your target. They go 67 days or they go 75 days, but I shoot for that 60 days. And what puts me behind schedule is, the hardwood floors took 4 weeks. I'm sorry, we're doing inventory in our warehouse, or the kitchen cabinets taking longer. So now to order that a little bit sooner, but then you could have damage and stuff like that by moving it around. Wait until the time when you really need it.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
it.
yeah, communication and efficiency, and I think it's actually more rare it's very rare to have somebody who is able to do that, and I'm sure your tenants really appreciate it, and that's why you have so many long-term tenants.
Yeah, if you love what you're doing, you really love being a landlord. Uh, there's no headaches, no problems. Meaning, you're taking care of everything. I mean, if I got to change a faucet, and I mean, I don't even just go in and change the faucet. I'll change the faucet, the valves, the plumbing, all the way to the basement. Now you have time management. You never have to go back there for a leak here, leak there, another fault, whatever. Things like that.
Right. Yeah, completely. And to kind of like wrap a bow on this, what would be a piece of advice that you wish that you had earlier in your career that you can share with us?
What advice do I wish I had earlier?
Yeah, what piece of advice do you wish you knew earlier?
Hmm. Wish my family was in it so they could have said, "Hey, son, this is how you do it." No, you just have to learn every place. Home Depot has classes. Go to REIA, Real Estate Investment Association, wherever it is. Learn to meet people there. Talk to people that are contractors. If you half did something 50%, they do it for a living as their side job from work. Yeah, get a few tips, and next thing you know, the first one's like anything else, kind of like messed up. The second one's much better. And by the third time, you're never a pro, but you're as good as you're going to be because you don't live it, eat it, breathe it each and every day of your life.
Right. Yeah, if you could talk a little bit more about that, like how important it is to have peers that are doing the same thing as you, a network, a community, how that really benefits you.
Networking in the community, just REIA. People who, I don't know, you're working so much and so busy, at least I do, that you really don't have time to hang out with people. You're not at the parties, you're not really, you have to make an appointment like this to make things happen. I'm just here to help other people. That's all.
Yeah.
So you just got to be, workaholic, organized, methodically think ahead 100,000%, make sure everything runs like symmetry and motion. So that's it.
Love
If
that. Well,
you're, like in our state, if you're in New Jersey, but this goes for any state, we have North, Central, and South Jersey. North Jersey, the homes are $1 million. Central Jersey, they're 500,000. South Jersey, to 250. So if you're gonna start out, you don't have any money, you want to migrate down to South Jersey and start down there. That's just an example. If you went out to Mississippi, I mean, or Alabama, there's no money there. I think the average salary there is 57,000. So you could buy homes every day of your life by going on anything, just searching those areas. I even seen it for 10,000, but the average is 20, 30, and $40,000 per house. So there you could amass an empire. I mean, there's even, I hear through the real estate agent that even have people coming in from Florida just to collect their rent once a month. They bought so many homes. And then when you buy a home, there's many ways to go about that. I'll explain that to you right here. You could buy it, fix it, and rent it. You could buy it, fix it, and flip it. You could buy it and sell it and make your 20 or 30,000. You could buy it, fix it, and then use seller finance for somebody to buy it from you and make more with payments coming every month, or even sell it for, like if you pay, let's say 20 grand for a house, for an example, and you tell them they have to come with a $10,000 deposit, and you have them paying $500 a month for, 10 years. Within that first year, you got your 10, and you got another, six, let's say $600 a month rent, another $7,000. You're almost close to your 20 again, and bingo, you could bounce to the next one and bounce to the next one. I mean, are you dedicated enough to run down there and live, eat, and breathe there? If you can't, you can fly there for $400 and just go back and forth. You need a truck there, truck here, trailer there, truck here, trailer here, tools there, tools here. So you need double of everything, but it's going to generate a lot of income. That's the way to do it. But yeah, because some people just don't want to be a landlord. They'll buy, fix up, and sell, and then they got a mortgage payment coming in for 10, 20, 30 years, whatever depending on how much you pay for the house. And they just walk up to their mailbox and they got 10, 20, 30 checks waiting for them. Because when the people buy the house from you, they're fixing the heating, the air conditioning, the hot water heater, plus you're getting your money. So there's that.
amazing. Well, tell everybody where to find you.
Uh, I'm incognito. I'm just here to help people. That's all. So
Do you
yeah,
have
so I
like
talked
a
about all
social
that.
media or website?
I don't have a website or nothing like that. I'm just a guy that buys houses and rent them out. It's not like a business. It's easy. But anyway, ways to get money is save every week, get a loan, use seller finance. So this way you can qualify for less than the amount. So if you're buying a $200,000 home and the owner is holding a $50,000 note, you only have to qualify from the bank for 150. So you might have two loans as long as it's a flat to a positive cash flow. You're good to go. Uh, when you're another thing about buying houses, I had it here someplace. Yeah. You don't want to buy a one bedroom house that has 650 square feet versus a one bedroom house that has 900 square feet. This way you have more room. You're gonna rent it out quicker. You're gonna, have more people want it. And you always put in beautiful kitchens, beautiful bathroom, beautiful hardwood floors. Or even with a 2, 3, or 4 bedroom, you don't want 850 square feet. You want them to be 12, 1400, 1600 square feet because they're the same price. Or might be $5,000, $10,000 difference. And those are the apartments they're going to rent. And then if you're buying it, you're going to have a hard time selling it if you only have low square footage, because who really wants that? You really can't raise the rents and all that stuff. Uh, so there's that. And then I don't know if I told you about buying a home. Don't buy like an $800,000 home where you're paying $20,000 a year in property taxes. You buy an $80,000 home and pay cash, and you pay $3,000 a year in property taxes, netting you $17,000 more a year to get to wherever your dream is. And last but not
Yeah.
least is you got to love what you do. You got to be a workaholic and you think everything out, really enjoy and have fun. And you got a couple of nightmares along the way, but it's no big deal. I mean, you learn from them and you move on to the next one. That's it.
Amazing. Well, you have so much good insight for people, so many tips and tricks, and I'm sure everyone really appreciated it. So thank you so much for being here.
All right. Thank you for having me and have a great day. Good luck to you.
Fabulous. You too. And everybody, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you back next time. Bye.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.